Greetings folks, and I hope you're all happy and healthy wherever you are in collecting land, and welcome back to the channel. Now normally we would do individual previews of Hot Toys figures, but they have dropped so many on us this week. I thought we would do a roundup of Hot Toys news and new figures that they've dropped. They include the Mandalorian and Grogu, Iron Man 2, but before we get to those figures, I'd like to send the usual massive shout out to everyone who supported the channel, and please drop a like and hype on this video as it helps other people find Go Figure. And if you haven't already, be sure to mash that subscribe button and bell notification icon so you're not missing any of the 1/6 scale reviews, news, previews, tours, showcases and all that other good stuff. And on a slightly more somber note, it's been a sad week indeed here at Go Figure Towers with the loss of Carlos Ray Norris, aka Chuck, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend. So yeah, a moment's silence here for the hero of the 80s. What a man, what a superstar, immortalised here by Caustic Plastic no less. So yeah, a sad day indeed, a sad week, but yeah, let's dive in and take a look at what Hot Toys have offered us. First up to bat, they've given us a life-size Grogu. Now this is from the up-and-coming Mandalorian and Grogu movie, which is sort of a sequel, prequel, something, follow-on to the TV show. I'm going to hold my hands up here. Not a massive fan of the TV show, unfortunately. I sort of got part of the way, nearly all the way through the first season. It didn't really land for me, unfortunately. But that's not to say that Hot Toys haven't done a good job, so let's have a look. And first up, as I say, is the life-size Grogu, 1:1 scale. I believe it's done in a soft vinyl, and it's looking very impressive indeed as a little green chap. I'm assuming these are material robes. You've got the pouch there with all the accessories. You've got the plate, stroke bowl, stroke helmet, stroke whatever it is, with the speared, the tusked beast head on the front there. But the paint applications look great. They've caught those green skin tones and textures really well. The ears look really well done. Eyes are super big, super glassy. Hot Toys should be doing this figure in their sleep. So yeah, looking very good, and the articulation looks quite good for a soft vinyl 1:1 scale figure. Let's move on to the next. Head tilted to one side, yeah, it's all there as far as I can tell. You've got the wristband there, that battered plate stroke shield, all present and correct. I'm going to hope that this pouch is done in leather. Don't want to see pleather really, not at this stage of the game, but overall, yeah, very, very impressive. Moving on. Another shot of him here, very, very similar. They do tend to get a bit samey, these shots, so we'll zip through them quickly. But overall, the stitch work on that coat looks great. Screen accuracy looks there in spades. Holding the device, and every time I look at this, I can't help but think that it's a macaroon that's coming out the top here, a blue macaroon, but it obviously isn't. But that's just me, I'm strange. But this coat, as we mentioned, looks great. The materials look on point, the colours look right, as does that head sculpt. Doesn't look like anything's been missed, even down to the texturing on the inside of the ears and that white, rather thin hair on top there. Creasing in the head, all present and correct, as are the paint application in those eyes. Love those eyes. Very important to get the eyes right on Grogu, and it looks like Hot Toys have nailed it. On to the next. Underside of his feet are visible here. They've not missed a beat there. Those nails are nice and yellow, nicely painted, so they're darker into the cuticles. Paint applications on the soles of the feet, very good to match the inside of the ears, and no doubt the palms of the hands as well. So yeah, looking very impressive. Another one of him here holding a coconut macaroon. I can see this one landing very, very well with Mandalorian fans and Grogu fans alike. So yeah, as a centerpiece to any Mandalorian display, I can see this working very well. Now we've got him fiddling around with some of the accessories, wristband off there, and holding the other accessories with the plate stroke, shield stroke, helmet, whatever, in front of him. Excellent work here, can't be faulted. Hot Toys should be doing Star Wars in their sleep, and this is no exception. It looks like they've nailed it on. Very good indeed, some excellent work there. Another side shot, yeah. The length of that robe looks right to me, although having never really got past sort of halfway through season 1. It looks pretty impressive. And yeah, overall, some very, very good work. Super cute. Yeah, cuteness turned up to the maximum here, as it should be, with Grogu. That little pleading face going on there, the slightly downturned mouth. On to the next, we've got him in a slightly more threatening pose, and it just works. Yeah, just works very, very well. We will get to the droid smiths. Yeah, they are coming up. We've got him with two of his little friends, and yeah, the droid smith here with the illuminating torch, but we'll get to that. But all the detailing on Grogu can't be faulted as far as I can tell. Yeah, all looking very, very impressive. So that is the 1-to-1 life-size scale Grogu, and there's plenty of shots of him here. The droid smiths are also in 1-to-1. We're coming to those. Yeah. Oh, height, yeah, important. He's coming in at 37.56 centimeters, and the life-size droid smith at 27. So they'll work very well together as a pair. Some of the detailing, in a detailing shot there. Not much by the way of accessories with this figure. No stand because it's a 1-to-1 life size, but yeah, detailing looks on point. So yeah, chef's kiss to Hot Toys on this one, and the final all shot. Pretty much everything that we've already covered in the previous shots there. No swap out hands or anything like that. As I mentioned, soft vinyl figure. Articulation looks pretty good. He's got his arm raised to shoulder height there. Don't know about any bend in the elbow. That'll be interesting to see. With the figure wearing this robe, then I can assume that they can put in joints, not worry too much about the ugliness of those joints, and get some movement in the elbow section as well. So that's your 1-to-1 life-size Grogu. Now your 1-to-1 life-size Anzellan droid smith. We've already seen this one in the previous shots. We've got him welding here. Looks very, very impressive. I'm going to assume that the eyebrows, the mustache and the beard here are all done in real hair. That body looks very good. He's got moves. It's a bit saggy. He's showing his age a little bit, but the texturing's very good. The colors look right. The goggles, the mask, all look present and correct. The oversized hands look very, very well done, with some dirty fingernails, and those fingerless gloves painted to look like leather, all present and correct. I think this is the same shot as we just saw. Some of these shots are duplicated. There's so many of them. Carrying that torch there, I'm going to have to assume that that's button cell battery powered, not USB-C. So yeah, prepare yourself for fiddling some of the world's smallest batteries into one of the world's smallest battery compartment. I hate button cell batteries with a vengeance, but overall the detailing on the figure looks great. You can see the joints in the shoulder area there, so I'm assuming it's jointed there. As for the movement in the elbows, that's yet to be seen, but the belt section, I'm going to assume is once again done in that soft vinyl in plastic and painted to look like leather, looking very impressive. Almost identical shot there, so not much to see there. Now, I'm going to assume that there are two versions going on here. This one does put me in mind of a gremlin, this one at the back here. I'm going to assume there are two versions because obviously this one at the front here has got the long moustache and the flat beard. He's got the V-shaped beard at the back there with darker sections on the face, so, and different goggles, different outfits. So do they come as a pair, or can you pick one or the other? We'll have to wait and see until we get to the end. I didn't notice that in the blurb, I have to be honest, but close-up of the pair of them here. Detailing looks great. Loving the crease work in there. The paint applications are on point. The goggles look very well sculpted. Going to assume that they're plastic as well, or they may be done in soft vinyl, non-removable. But we'll have to wait and see on that. Hands look excellent too, with those 3 visible fingers as well. On to the next. Yeah, hard at work, welding and shining a light on things. Accessories look well painted. Loving the dirtiness in those fingernails, as I mentioned there. And the helmets, the faces, the eyes, nice and glassy, all present and correct. Having an argument about something, which the droid smiths have a tendency to do, I believe. And their proportions look on point. Scale looks right. Screen accuracy is there. And accessories look very good as well. So those are your 2 droid smiths. Do they come as a pair? It doesn't say. Let me just double check down here. Nothing in the blurb to say. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Let me know in the comment section below. And once again, we've got the height differential there. between the two. Looking at some of the details up close there, LED light up feature in the torch as we mentioned, and a close-up look at the hands, the belt, the skirt, and that welding gear. So do we have an all shot at the end there, which might let us know if there are two figures? Well, there obviously are two. Helmet, very good. That sort of cowl, excellent. All very, very good. Liking the texturing on the belt and the skirt there. And finally, the all shot. Now, judging by this is telling me that there's one here. So do these two come separately? I'm going to have to assume that they do. But yeah, no swap out hands with to see here, and no accessories in the end shot, because once again, 1-to-1 scale figure, freestanding I'm going to assume, and yeah, very, very impressive indeed. So on to the next. Now it's the Mandalorian and Grogu himself in 1/6 scale this time. Two versions of this figure. There is a standard version and the deluxe version. Now, we're going to be taking a look at the deluxe version because, as far as I can tell, the standard version is just the Mandalorian figure. The only thing that separates these two out is the hover carriage, the pod that carries Grogu. Apart from that, they look, as far as I can tell anyway, they look identical. So I thought we'll take a look at the deluxe version. So if you're just thinking of picking up the standard version, just forget that you saw the hover pram. And first impressions, very, very good indeed, I've got to say. Scale looks right, proportions look right. Loving the armor here with that shiny but slightly matte finish look to the helmet and to the body armor. Apparently it's electroplated, I believe, to give it that finish, and it looks superb. You've got the cape going on there, the deep brown of that material outfit underneath. He's holding his blaster. Overall, yeah, oh, and he's got the short sword there as well at the bottom there. So overall, yeah, first impressions, very, very good. Let's zip on. We've got him unhelmeted here now. First view of this Pedro Pascal head sculpt. I've got to say, even from this distance, that looks stunning. No doubt we're going to get some closer shots of this, but yeah, I'm very impressed so far anyway. Detailing on the bandolier, the belt itself, on the blaster, the sidearm, the weathering on those plates, the fact that they're asymmetrical. You've got that black one there, the silver one there, all screen accurate, looking very, very good indeed. On to the next, dynamic flight pose, landing, taking off, something. Going to assume that that cape is wired there. You've got it flowing off in the back. It's tattered, it's got holes in it, which is once again screen accurate, and the detailing, the fine detailing in that bandolier and strapping looks great, as it does on the thigh section, the shin section there, with that pouch. All looks good. Split cut boot design looks like it might be. Looks like we've got no independent moving toes, but where those boots meet the ankle there, you've got that split, so that will aid articulation. And articulation, I'm going to assume, is going to be on a par with most Hot Toys, and this will benefit, even though it has got armor on it, will benefit from having that material suit underneath, so articulation shouldn't be an issue. And that baby, the hover pram, looking very good as well. Dynamic shot here, we've got him full flight being chased by Grogu in the hover pram. The paint applications, those electroplated paint applications on the jetpack look great as well. Chef's kiss there. Overall, very, very impressive. Carrying Grogu here, we can see some more of the details on the shoulder pads. All very, very nice. And like I say, this is something that Hot Toys should be doing in their sleep. Got him with Grogu on his shoulder here. Now, is he magnetically attached? Be interesting to find out how this guy's attached. A little chap is stuck on there. Is it down to articulation? He's just gripping him there, or is there a magnet system involved? It would be nice if there's a magnet, keep him securely on the shoulder there. And you're seeing the detailing on that blaster rifle for the first time, and I do love that design. That's something that really stood out to me in The Mandalorian, was that I love the shape at the end there, and the paint applications have caught it really well. It's just so distinctive. Real fan of that blaster rifle, and the ridiculously long length of it as well. Got him in an action pose here, so articulation, as we mentioned, not an issue. Grogu grabbing onto his leg there. We've got one of him unmasked, unhelmeted rather, next to the pod, and the detailing on the pod looks great. I'm going to assume we've got a moving clear perspex dome that goes over the top there, but all the detailing, the proportions on the Mandalorian figure, yeah, look nailed on. So yeah, all there. Helmet back on again. Coming into land next to the hover pram, all looks great. And another one of them stood there with the short version of the rifle this time. We've got him on the stand now. I think what we're looking at here, I mean, I don't have the world's biggest collection of Star Wars figures. However, I think this is that standard issue Star Wars base that Hot Toys repurpose. If you're wanting your character on Tatooine, is it a sand person? Is it a Tusken Raider, then paint it sand coloured? Is it a different? Is it a snowtrooper, paint it white? But in this case, it has been painted grey. You've got that Star Wars nameplate on the front there, crotch grabber going on, and all the details are looking present and correct as mentioned before. Once again, holding that rifle, love that rifle. The detailing on that rifle looks great with the contrasting paint applications. You've got the silvers, you've got the wood effect, you've got the sort of brass stroke gold effect going on there, and the sights as well. Clutching the rifle this time, detailing looking very good. I want to see this head sculpt. Come on, let's get to this head sculpt. Getting closer. Super impressive. That really does look very good even from this distance. Finally, we're here. The Pedro Pascal head sculpt. Wow, Mr. Go figure is lost for words, which is a rare occasion, as regulars to the channel will know. Wow, that is good. Skin tones, skin textures, excellent, even down to pores in the cheek area there. Phenomenally well done. I had to double take that this wasn't an artisan piece, because that hair, although sculpted plastic, looks real. The style is right, the individual strands are picked out, you've got those tonal changes going on in there. Wonderful. Eyes super glassy, furrows in the forehead and the bridge of the nose there. That moustache perfectly sculpted and painted, even down to what looks like some little tufts of hair around the chin area there and a hint of a 5 o'clock shadow. That is a superb head sculpt in my opinion. I think that is absolutely phenomenal. That's Pedro Pascal all over. I think they've done some outstanding work here, Hot Toys. That is exceptionally good. See if we've got any more shots. I think we've seen the purse system here in action. Standard issue with Hot Toys, but yeah, superb head sculpt. As I said at the top there, not the biggest fan of the Mandalorian and Grogu. Chances are I won't be picking this figure up, but damn, I can appreciate an amazing head sculpt when I see one, and that is excellent. Close-up of the hover pram, clear stand there to hide it as much as possible, but the detailing in there looks great as well. No doubt we'll get a close-up, and here it is. Loving the weathering on there. It's weathered around the edges there, on the sides, even on that clear plastic dome over the top, and the detailing on the 6 scale Grogu looks exceptional as well. On to the next, fighting a trooper here. Excellent, yeah, can't be faulted. Really can't be faulted. And obviously the purse system that we've already mentioned, that's going to set this, what is already a superb head sculpt off even more in my opinion. Yeah, that is phenomenal work from Hot Toys. Thumbs up, absolutely massive thumbs up. We've got a shot of him from the back here, and it looks like, although you've got that same electroplating type situation going on with the jetpack, you've got some weathering going on there as well. Shot of the details here. You've got the flame effect for the wrist flamethrower. That's going to be, I am assuming, the standard clear sort of acrylic type material that then that's got the paint applications on the inside, or rather it's been dyed. It gives it that flame look, always effective. Close up of the rifle, the blaster as well, and the the short sword and the knife, all looking on point. Close up of all the detailing on the hover pram. The insides of that look very good. The seating, going to assume it's sculpted plastic. It's weathered. You've got the controls, you've got the speaker. The handles look all excellent, as do the lights on the front as well. So a final all shot for the Mandalorian. Pretty much everything that we've already covered here. You have got 2, 4, 6, 8 swap out hands, all the detailing that we've already looked at. So yeah, if you are a Star Wars collector, a fan of the Mandalorian, I can see you having a field day with this one. And that head sculpt, wow. On to the next. Right, It is one that dropped last night, only just landed on us, and it is the Iron Man Mark 6, excuse me, from Iron Man 2, but with a slightly different bent. This one is the Haze Fractal armor version. Obviously didn't feature in the film, but it's Hot Toys having a flight of fancy here, and I think it looks absolutely excellent. Now, I am not a huge collector of Iron Man figures. Got one in the collection. Super figure, amazing figure, incredibly well engineered. Anybody who's ever picked up a Hot Toys Iron Man figure and hasn't been impressed, there's something wrong with you. Feats of engineering, paint applications are great, and the overall look and feel of them are phenomenal. Chances are I won't be picking this up, but I know a lot of people who will be. For their Hall of Armor collection, and I think it does. There's no getting away from it. This looks stunning. It really does. Once again, it's got that electroplated, super high gloss finish. The way that the armor's been sectioned, it picks up the light beautifully. You've got purples and blues in there, and greens, and all manner of colours going on. Looks stunning, and I'm always amazed by the level of articulation you can get out of a figure that's made this way. I expected it to be a virtual statue. They're not. They can actually do this. But yeah, that looks stunning, and I love the fact that they've gone with that matte look on the face there to highlight the super shiny sections. So on to the next. We've got repulsors. We've got the arc reactor, and the eyes are going to light up, I am assuming, as well. Is it going to be USB-C powered? Probably not. Probably button cell batteries. Damn, but it is what it is. But overall, it looks like a thing of beauty. It really is a very, very pretty figure, this. Once again, those colours are bouncing all over the place there. We've got the air flaps open at the back. We've got the flaps open on the wrist there for the weaponry. Articulation looks great. Colours look phenomenal. That power landing pose there with the repulsor lit looks great. As I say, I'm not an Iron Man completionist, but I can see this being very, very popular, flying off the shelves, this one, and a vlogger's dream, this one. Get the lighting right on this and you're going to get some sensational photos. Another power land there, and you're seeing all the different colours play off there. You're seeing those joints in action. And no doubt it will have the same level of engineering when you do start to extend the limbs. You can see all the engineering works on the inside as well. Classic pose here, reflecting the light beautifully. Onto the next. It's on the what is an easily recognisable now Iron Man base. It works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We've seen it before, but it does the job. That circular base with the plaque at the front, the LED light-up features around the side and on the top, just does the job beautifully. And you can see more of it there, and you can see those air flaps opened as well. Onto the next, we've got him repulsors ready to repulse. So yeah, just a stunning piece of work, this, it really is. This borders on art for me, it really does. This is them using their imagination a little bit and producing something quite unique. Classic pose here, taking flight, and beautiful play of light on that base again. Weapons at the ready, yeah, it poses well, it looks phenomenal. It's an absolute stunning looking piece, there's no getting around it, and I do like the museum pose. I think there's nothing quite like an Iron Man figure in a museum pose. It's just something about it works. Some figures work with museum poses, some don't, but Iron Man always does, and that looks stunning. Yeah, really, really stunning. I won't be picking it up, unfortunately, because I'm not an Iron Man completionist, but I can still appreciate the beauty of this thing. We're looking at some of the close-up details here, fully deployed air flaps, and that internal detailing that we talked about before is all present and correct that you usually get on an Iron Man figure. Fractal armor, iridescent finish, obviously, beautifully done. And finally, the all shot. You've got 6 swap out hands, you've got multiple swap out flaps and weapons, you've got the base as we talked about, and then of course the main event, that beautiful suit and the way it reflects the light. So there you have it, folks. Excuse me, that is Hot Toys Haze Fractal armor take on the Mark 6 from Iron Man 2. So what are your thoughts on these pieces? I'm going to say from the get-go here, I don't think I'll be picking any of these up. But I can, as I say, I can still appreciate the beauty in them. But what about you? Will you be picking up the life-size Grogu or the Droid Smith? Will you be picking up the 1/6 scale Mandalorian? Will it be the deluxe or the standard edition? Will you be getting the fractal armored Iron Man? Let me know in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on Hot Toys? What are your thoughts on the movies that they're coming from? What are your thoughts on the up-and-coming Mandalorian and Grogu movie? Nothing is off menu. I will be fascinated to hear what your thoughts are. What have we got coming up on the channel? Well, there's plenty more previews, plenty more reviews. We've got reviews of new figures from companies like Hot Toys, InArt, Susu Toys, Present Toys, Caustic Plastic, X06, Iconic Studios. In fact, the next big one coming in is Iconic Studios, and it's their take on Christopher Lambert as Connor McLeod from the 80s classic that is Highlander. And we've got another tour video coming up, so the stuff you see here, over here, up there, over there, the stuff you can't see, all of that will be going in front of the camera for our updated tour, so stay tuned for that. And if you haven't already, as I mentioned at the top there, mash that subscribe button and bell notification icon so you're not missing anything. And I suppose all that remains for me to say, from the Mandalorian, from Grogu, and from Iron Man, and myself, a massive thank you for watching as always, and until next time on the channel, take care of yourselves and happy collecting.